is Lindy Brown, and I am a content and curriculum developer for TWR Radio Canada.
Wonderful. Okay, so TWR is another way that people say it.
Yes,
what do you guys
TWR
do?
Canada. TWR Canada is the Canadian branch of a worldwide organization that seeks to resource local churches using media to be able to enable them to do evangelism and discipleship more effectively so that lasting fruit is produced.
Amazing. Okay, so for a quick example, if you don't mind, like what do you do and what are some of the ways that people can use the media to teach their congregation?
We partner with churches all around the world, and the Canadian head office typically partners with international, local people, local churches, local groups that would like to be able to use media better to reach their people, whether that's putting programming on the air in their language, which they will translate and produce and contextualize, or whether it's distributing media players that have the Bible and teaching programs on them. We also have print media as well, or websites, apps that are being developed so that people can reach their neighborhood, their contacts with the gospel, with teaching resources in their heart language. Churches here in Canada can use some of our Canadian resources, as well as use our different language resources to connect to those in their community who may speak a language other than English.
Very cool. It sounds like, I've been talking to a lot of people and, they were saying, oh yeah, been a lot slower during these past 2 years. It sounds like your business and ministry really has been probably the most busy it's ever been in the last 2 years because it's so relevant.
Absolutely. People are still tuning into radio, believe it or not. I mean, as a radio host, you know this, but around the world, people may rely on radio more than they might hear in Canada for the way that they connect to other people. And certainly when churches were not able to necessarily meet in person, work of the church can still continue and people can still connect to relevant teaching through media as well. Yeah,
wonderful.
It didn't really slow us down.
I bet. You guys are doing, sorry, when I say you guys, you and Jason are presenting a breakout session. I would love to hear what this is about.
Yeah, well, part of what TWR Canada and Worldwide does is work with international partners to contextualize material. So something that might be written in North America won't necessarily be relevant to someone who's living in West Africa or in, rural Indonesia. So we work with partners, pastors, locals, nationals there to contextualize the material. But here in Canada, people need to know that we can contextualize the gospel message to our friends and neighbors here in Canada. And one of the ways that we do that is by understanding cultural worldviews. So this workshop is a very brief introduction to the idea of cultural worldviews. Individualistic cultures, collectivistic cultures, animistic cultures. You may have heard of honor shame cultures. So we'll be covering those in a really brief way, and then exploring what it means to contextualize the message of the Bible to someone in a culture that might be different than yours, and how to put on sort of glasses to be able to see the world the way someone else might, and to watch for cues about how they see the world, what is important to them, so that you can show them that the truth of the message of the Bible is something that's relevant for them as well.
That is a really amazing topic. That sounds fantastic. So you are not in Manitoba, is that right? You guys are coming down
in Ontario. Yeah. TWR Radio's head office is in London, Ontario. So that's where we live.
Excellent.
Yeah, we'll be flying out to Winnipeg next week.
Fantastic. Well, looking forward to it. Thank you so much for taking the time, Lynn.